NBC Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. Herbert off of play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. First play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be in.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kennedy. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not
4-yard.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here?
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Eagles 14, Rams nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's complete to Mooney. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second down. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
And they'll turn a power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught at the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Rams 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Well, the defender likes it.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Herbert's pass
From 19 yards away.
touchdown.
And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
For the extra
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
is good.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change names, I like your respect. You're the more than when I get expected, nothing back. In fact, I'm not saying
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Throwing his Hurts.
at the 45-yard line.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
23-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James right there. And able to stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
First and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Incomplete to him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Mexico City.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 38-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be caught by Mooney. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be 51 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well, how about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. Continued our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. A field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Smith. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Golden Eagles 42, Rams 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6.
This one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw is Mitchell from the gun on 3rd down. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. It's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. operating from the gun. Mitchell. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
5-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Mitchell. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mitchell now looking to throw on second down. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. CD, this defense, man. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down. To throw again. Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Mitchell from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Mitchell. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Mitchell. To throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Down and sacked.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's now third down.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Mitchell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
7-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
7-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 7 yards there and a first down.
LA Rams. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. Today's final score, Golden Eagles.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different